It's so good to see you. So, today I thought that we could do another Lite-Brite picture. I'm gonna have to order some more Lite-Brite pictures because my kids are running out. I was like, can I have one of the pictures? So they gave me this one, and I'm like, what is this? Oh no, I got it stuck. Let me show you. I don't know what this is. I'm thinking maybe flowers? I don't know. Usually they will have like the name of the picture, whatever it is, like ballerina, butterfly, that kind of thing. But this one didn't have anything. I think it's flowers. I don't know. But anyway, I thought maybe we could make it together. I've made, I think, maybe 2 other videos like this before. I love the Lite-Brite. I used to have one when I was a kid. I just thought it was so much fun. But they all come with these little clear colored pegs that you smush into the letter, and then when you're done you can turn it on and it will flash a light or like stay on or like pulse or something like that. Right now I have the windows open, or the blinds open, not the windows, the blinds, so that we can see it. But when we're done, I'll close them so that it'll be dark, so it'll light up. So let's see. I like to do one color at a time. I don't know why. I just do. So we're gonna start with the greens, and we're gonna get all the greens that we can find. Nope, that's not green. And then we'll just start smushing them on in there. Hopefully I don't have to pause the video. Is that green? Because my neighbors are outside. That's what sucks about springtime. People start coming outside and it's like our houses are so close together that you can just hear everything. So at least there's not a dog out. Fingers crossed. Oops. Okay. Now I have tried this, like smashing it in like that, and it's very, very loud. So I like to go at an angle and kind of tear the paper, and then it's less loud that way. And I always like to try and talk about something, but I don't know. My mind is just kind of blank. So I can tell you about something that I listened to on the radio this morning. It's quite a interesting story. So every morning, me and my kids, we listen to this one radio station in the morning before we drop them off at school. And they love the radio, okay? They think that morning radio is a podcast, which, I mean, it kind of is, you know. But before we got our new car, we did not have the radio for years because, one, I'm lazy and wouldn't fix it. And I was like, who cares? I didn't care because you can just Bluetooth Spotify or whatever, you know. So we always had something to listen to in the radio. But when the hurricane happened, my car, the bottom half of it flooded, and we were able to get it clean and everything like that, and nothing happened to the actual car. It worked just fine. It was a great car. but you know, the radio or the stereo system thing was under the passenger seat, and just enough water got in to, you know, kill the radio. And I could have had it replaced, you know, multiple times, but I was just like, who cares? I don't know. It wasn't that important to me, so we never fixed it. We just Spotify, you know. Anyway, so now we have the radio, and my kids, they love it. But we listen to this one radio station in the morning, and every morning. Oh no, that's like, why does that look different? Why does that one look different? That one's weird. I'm gonna put that over there. It doesn't match the other ones. Or maybe it does and it's just the lighting? I don't know. It looks weird to me. Anyway, so every day, like at 7 o'clock, they do a different type of thing. Like they'll do a prank call, but it's like reverse, where there's this guy and he gets these, you know, scammers who call him to try and scam him. And so he has these characters that he has come up with. So anytime he sees like potential spam, call his personal phone, he will run as fast as he can to an empty room to try and record the spam call, and he's pranking them. He could be like an old lady or just, you know, I don't know. Anyway, and they do that. They do cheating, where they try and catch people cheating on their spouses, which they're always cheating. I'm telling you, always. If you suspect, that's probably happening. But anyway, and then they also do these things called revenge, and someone will call in and say why they hate their neighbor or somebody who did something bad to them in their past, and they want to get revenge and stuff like that. So that's the story that I'm going to tell you, this revenge story. Because at first me and my daughter were listening to it, and we were like, oh my god, we were completely speechless, and our jaws just dropped. Let's see, I'm going to do blue next. Let's do blue next. Because we could not believe what we were hearing. Just prepare yourself, because it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so this guy calls in and he says that he wants to get revenge on his neighbor. And, well, he's already gotten revenge. He just likes to air the grievance out, you know, and let them know the revenge that they have gotten, right? So he's like, I don't know, she's just super annoying, and she always puts her garbage bins, his neighbor always puts her garbage bins like in this weird spot, and he has to pull out crooked, and it's really annoying. And they're like, okay, well, have you spoken to her about it? Like, this isn't that big of a deal. And he's like, yeah, and she just keeps doing it. And he's like, but it's not just that. It's also that she has this rooster. And they're like, where do you live? And he's like, well, we just live in a regular neighborhood, you know, in Houston. It's just a single family. It's not like an apartment or, you know, big property or anything like that. It's just a regular single home, you know, home. And, but the houses are kind of close together because, you know, the garbage can situation and stuff. But he's like, she has this rooster. And they're like, what the hell? Because, you know, there's like ordinances and you can't have certain animals and stuff like that. But apparently she's allowed to have them, but they have to be quiet or something. But he's complaining about this rooster, and he's complained to her about it a lot, you know, because this rooster, like, what is it? Is it crows or whatever's like cock-a-doodle-doo? don't know what that sound is, but you know what I mean. Um, it makes that sound super early in the morning, like it should, you know. But also he's like, it does it in the afternoon, does it at night, does it in the middle of the night sometimes, and it's like, I need to sleep, blah blah blah. So he's like, and I want to get revenge on her. And they're like, okay, well, we have her on the line. You know, she's been listening to your problem. Here she is. And she is like, oh my God, who cares, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, you should respect your neighbors and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, well, you apparently have gotten revenge, so, oh, and she's like, well, you don't have to worry about the rooster right now because I have a hole in my fence and it's missing, you know, and blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah, I've noticed the hole. I've been complaining about the hole in the fence as well. And they're like, okay, well, what's the revenge? And he's like, well, you know, the block party we had last weekend. And she's like, yeah, the one that I didn't want to go to, but everybody made me go to. And he's like, I'm gonna do pink next. He's like, yeah, well, you know the chicken that you had? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, no. And everybody, like all the radio people are like, oh my God. You know, what the hell? And they're like, well, the chicken came through the fence, or the rooster came through the fence, and well, let's just say that I know where the rooster is, and the rooster is with all of us now. And I'm like, oh my God, are you that is completely, like, what kind of psychopath, right? Like, what? You're like freaking out. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe you did this, and blah blah blah. And like, before he can even say anything, like, everyone is just freaking out and just dogging this guy, like, oh my God, how could you do this, blah blah blah. And he's like, all right, everybody calm down. And I'm like, calm down? Are you, like, you're a psychopath? What do you mean calm down, you know? And he was like, I'm not a psychopath, I didn't actually do that, I just wanted you to think I did that. But I'm like, oh my gosh, what terrible, right? So they're like, where the hell is Rooster, right? And so he's like, the rooster is on a farm in the country with my friend. I wanted to teach you a lesson, you know, like, I don't know what this lesson is, but he wanted to teach her a lesson to fix the fence, fix the hole in the fence, tell your rooster to shut up, and, like, respect your neighbors, because just because it doesn't happen this time doesn't mean it won't happen next time. What? Like, what? What? I could not, like, me and Emma were just looking at each other like, we could not believe it. Thank God that's not what happened. Can you, like, it just reminded me of that whole South Park episode, if you know what I'm talking about, with the chili. It was awful. I mean, it's not as bad as the whole chili situation, but my gosh, right? And, like, the fact that his brain would even go there worries me. Like, what? Just no. Okay? No. But anyway, so they were like, okay, you guys be nice neighbors now. We're gonna let you go. They were just like, oh my God, crazy. But my daughter, she really likes, my son does too, and I do too, listening to that morning show, because every morning at 7 they do something that's hilarious. But my favorite is the roses one, orange. and I've heard other radio stations do this where they like to try and catch the cheater. They call them up and say that they're doing a good job at work and they've received this, promotional thing for a job well done. And sometimes it's like a dozen roses that they can have sent wherever they want. Sometimes it is a staycation. One time it was like detailing of a car, just whatever. And literally every single time, they are cheating. It's like, oh my gosh, why are people cheaters? Like, it's like if you're gonna be like, if you're gonna step out on your marriage or significant other, like, just break up with them. What are you doing? Because mostly they're not just like one-time little flings. They are, a big deal. And it's like, why? I don't get it. No, thank you. But yeah, that show is very interesting, and you can actually listen to it on. I think you can listen to it on Spotify on. Like, you can tell Alexa to play it. I don't know what Alexa does, if she's Google or she Amazon. I don't know. But because they have it online as well, you can stream it the next day. It's, if you want to check it out, it's the Rula and Ryan show on 104 KRBE. It's in Houston. It's fantastic. It's like very entertaining, especially in the mornings when you're tired and you're just like, ugh, not another day, It really, like a story like that, come on, that wakes you up, right? Okay, is that all the oranges? Now I think I'm going to do white because I think those are going to be really hard to get in there. Although white is just clear. Let's see, I don't know how many I'm going to need, so... I mean, it's kind of looking like flowers, right? I think my daughter was right. Oh, it's kind of hard for me to... Oh, no. No, it's not too loud. Okay. I'm trying to go get in it, like, at an angle, but it's hard when they're all close together like that. I probably should have started with the white. But yeah, I used to have a Lite-Brite when I was a kid. I loved it. I got this for the kids like years ago, and they still play with it every once in a while. But it's getting harder and harder to like get gifts and stuff for them because it's like, it's so much easier when they're a kid, because it's like, just go down the toy aisle and get whatever, But I know my daughter's only 11, but she's a teenager, so it's like, And my son, he's starting to get there. He's only 8, but things are more exciting for them digitally, like he would rather have Robux or PlayStation money, that kind of thing, so that they can get, fake things that don't actually exist. But whatever, if that's what makes them happy. Although my son does like guns and swords and stuff. Obviously toy ones. I will never have a real gun in my house. Never, never, never. And the only reason that I have like one axe and one knife, but they are put very far away, is because my father-in-law, I don't know what you call it, like forging? Is that what it's called? Where, I think it's called forging, where you like make weapons and stuff. He does that like in his spare time. He forges. Oh, it's hard for me to see. And so he made my husband a really cool axe. You know, just for looks. I mean, you could use it, but it's pretty, so you don't want to. And then he also made my husband a really kind of like big knife. But actually, he's made him 2, maybe 3 knives. And my husband, he thinks they're really cool and stuff. But I'm just like, I don't want any weapons in this house. Are you crazy? No. But my son, he really likes, you know, like Nerf guns, that kind of thing, and he has like some Fortnite weapons, Minecraft weapons, that kind of thing. Those are pretty much the only toys that he cares about. He still likes cars and stuff, but it's more of a like soothing thing for him. Like he'll just do this with the car like over and over while he's watching TV or something. Like, I don't know, because he's I don't want to say he's fully autistic, but yeah, he has to have fidgets and stuff, you know. It's a thing. So, but yeah, he likes cars and stuff too. But like actual toys, no, that would be stupid. Why would that ever happen? Okay, we're almost done. Just a few more. This is gonna be really hard because it's kind of tight in there. I need one more. Oh, I can't wait to turn the light on. Oh, this one, careful. Okay. Yeah, it's getting tight. Oh, I don't want to make a loud sound, but I might have to. Okay. Alright. Come on, guy, get in there. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna pause and go make it darker in here. Okay. Are you ready to see these flowers, I guess? Now, the button is on the back, but I don't know what's gonna come first, like the flashy or the steady. So if flashes like affect you, maybe be done with the video. But anyway, okay, let's look. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. It's hard for you to see it. Oh, it's so pretty though. Oh, there's the flashy one. That's cool. Oh, that's just a full bright flashy. I think I just like this one. I wish it wasn't so bright. Like, I don't know how to... I don't know how to make you see it better. But in real life, it's way prettier. I'm looking at it in the camera and it's just so bright that like you can't see how pretty this actually is. I don't know. I think this is flowers. think my son was like, maybe it's fireworks, but I think it's flowers. It's weird though. But whatever, it's something to do. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.